Good morning. It's Monday morning, and I'm just running around doing some random stuff, taking down setups from the weekend, and I'm gonna pull outside trash. And I gotta go check the dining hall for takedowns. So we're just gonna be out and about for a little bit. We had a pretty big group here this last weekend, which went fairly well, according to Stefan when we talked yesterday, so that was good. It's a beautiful day out. We have a group over doing initiatives, zip line, and high ropes, so that's really cool. That's a lot of cool stuff they're doing. And yeah, like I said, I'm just going to be hitting a punch list today of a bunch of random stuff. Probably run to the store, hopefully pick up some belts for our mower. I have to make a phone call here in a minute. But first things first, we're going to finish checking buildings and then go from there. Happy Monday. So there is just something about camp after summer camp is done. I don't know, it feels different. Kind of like miss having staff around, you kind of miss having campers around, so it is great when we have opportunities on weekends and opportunities midweek to have people on our grounds. We love serving, we love being able to use these beautiful grounds that God has given to us to bless others, to give people really cool experiences and hopefully really good things that they can take from here, be it in team building or just being together or just stepping back and taking a break from the pace of life, because we tend to be busy all the time, right? So it's nice to be in a place and to be at a place where we can provide a setting that people can just breathe for a little. So, but just walking into the dining hall and, it's just kind of crazy because things hit you, and it just hits you that, like, we do some pretty awesome things in here. We do some pretty awesome ministry, and it's a huge blessing. So just as I'm walking through the buildings and doing takedowns, I just want to let you know what's going on in my brain is what's going on in my brain, that I'm thankful that I get to do this. I'm thankful for this place and how God has blessed us, and excited to see what this fall is going to bring, and excited to see the different people and groups that are going to be coming through our grounds. So stick with us. So you can see behind me, got that trash pulled. So gonna go throw these in the dumpster, and then I need to go to the shop and get a model number off of one of our mowers, and then gonna go run some errands. So that is my Monday morning this week at Camp Manitoba. Like I said, that was really good. Just makes me happy to be out and about on grounds and getting some stuff done. So we'll see you later. So, well, yeah, this is something exciting and something that I did not record at all, so I'm sorry for that. But this is where that metal shed used to sit. That was our archery shed, and it did its job, but the doors were pretty bad, and really, if you wanted it bad enough, you could have gotten in those doors pretty easily. So we have removed that. It's over by the shop now, and in the pile to go get scrapped next time we take the scrap metal run. And this was the shed that sat down by Shelter C. It really didn't get much use, but it's a very nice shed. It's a very sturdy shed. So we moved it down here, and this is our new archery shed. So next time we open up archery, maybe I'll give you a little tour inside. It's nothing too thrilling, but just kind of excited to have a new shed. So that's kind of cool. We do have to change. There's a little number 3 on the corner there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it does kind of mess up our orienteering course a little bit, because this was part of our orienteering course, and sitting here is not anywhere near where it should be sitting. So we're gonna have to redo some of our orienteering course before we need it here in the next week or so. So that'll be a project forthcoming. Well, good Tuesday afternoon. This morning I was doing a little bit of research on the computer, working on some budget stuff, so nothing too exciting, so I didn't feel like you'd want to watch any of that. And then I just finished in the chapel, switching out the filter on the drinking fountain, so it's back to green light and good to go. And now I'm gonna go fix the clock. I'm gonna run to the shop, get a ladder. We're gonna put up next year's banner in the chapel. So a couple of years ago we started hanging next summer's summer theme in banner in the chapel for the whole year, so that all year long, whenever people walk into the chapel, they see next year's summer theme. It allows us as a staff to be praying about it and kind of mentally preparing for the summer to come. So it's kind of a cool thing, I think. So we're gonna hang that up too. So I'm gonna go get a ladder, and we'll see you in the chapel. So usually I don't drive through Vesper Valley when I can help it, but I wanted to come this way because I was looking at the dam, and I think it's in a video from a while ago, but we had to put some concrete in there to make a patch for a hole that's kind of toward the middle of the dam right now, and so I like to just occasionally check on that and make sure that that patch is holding, and it is, so that's good. Hopefully we'll get a more long-term solution down there as we test some other issues with water getting through the concrete down there. So it's on our list for the hopefully near future to go ahead and get that patched up a little bit. A little litter. We'll go ahead and clean that up. I'm gonna get this ladder set up inside, and then we're gonna put up the banner. Hopefully I'll be able to get some halfway decent footage of that. And then I'm gonna check on the filter for the drinking fountain, make sure that it's reset fully and good to go. You have to run like 2 gallons of water through it to reset the timer. And then, I needed to measure some rooms to get some basic room sizes. So we're gonna knock out a few things in the chapel. Oh, I put a new battery in the clock, so we can have a clock in there again, because that's just a nice feature. So we'll get a couple things to knock out over in the chapel. We'll get that squared up, and maybe I'll even remember to turn the camera on for some of it. It looks great. Better than hanging from the beam like we used to and having to be all floppy. So there's the banner for next summer. Okay, so Nate and I have a task of taking some measurements for something, but we're not going to tell you for what.
It's a secret surprise.
So we're going to go do a little drive around and see if there's anywhere we feel like the something we're going to measure would fit. So enjoy the ride. Here we are in the chapel. Nate's back there. I don't know if you can see her. You probably can. She's gonna put some music on. We're having just some sound issues. Nothing crazy, but I have the opening under the chapel stage open to get to the bass subwoofer, I mean. So we're gonna play a little music and see if we can't get that subwoofer kicking again. Good morning. It is Thursday, and I'm on the Gator once again. We have a group going over at the Adventure Zone doing some I just walked all of our orienteering course, so that's why I'm showing you down there by Double C. That's where it's at. We have a bunch of these tags that are on trees or different objects down there, and we have it set up with a compass to punch in the coordinates, take the right number of steps, and make your way through the initiatives course. I keep saying initiatives. Make your way through the orienteering course. Something we added maybe just last year. Yeah, I think last year was the first year we did it. Is once they find all of the letters or numbers in the right order, they bring it back to the Double C shelter, and then they have the opportunity to put those numbers and letters into a combination code padlock, and they can unlock it. And then inside the box are stickers, so everyone in that group can grab stickers for successfully completing an orienteering course, an orienteering challenge. So that's kind of cool. It worked out really well last year. Alright, we're down here on West Side, and I'm just showing you how beautiful the grass is. Now, I put up a new tag. Everything is now set for orienteering. We're going to head down to Paintball Biathlon now and set up the stakes for that. Okay, so we're down here at Paintball Biathlon, and I have 6 stakes here. I don't know if you can see my camera or not, but we're going to go around to each of our 6 characters that are back here, and we're going to put stakes up. So in setting up those stakes for Paintball Biathlon, I learned that one of our targets has fallen down. So I'm going to try to find a way in here that does not include poison ivy and see if I can get that sign back up.